All right, what's up everybody? Today we're going to take a look at what is in this bag here. And I think it's pretty special. Let's check it out. Okay, so in this bag is a rod that I've been looking forward to trying. Maybe it's the best spec'd long rod on AliExpress. It is the Lurestar Spurs 7'6" ultralight casting version. And yeah, this rod is basically sold by Purelure now under the Alliance banner. I guess that's where they sell other brands, rods, help them out, do that type of thing. But this Lurestar Spurs, man, I got this at the 11/11 sale and it just arrived. But I'm really looking forward to this because it's pretty nicely spec'd. All right, now this is the Lurestar Spurs. It's pretty difficult to sort of do a desktop unboxing of these really long rods. Kind of hard to get the lighting right and everything like that. But yeah, pretty excited about this rod. Let's start from the butt end. We've got this little Lurestar logo on the end there. As you can see, got a little bit of a metal ring around it there. And this long cork handle feels quite nice in quality, and it really tapers down quite thin around about here. As you can see, it's not too much more than a thumb width thick. And we look at the trigger grip. It's a Fuji handle. As you can see here, it says quality Fuji product right there. And this one, it's got a little cutout here, which is pretty cool. And this is actually quite a comfortable handle. I really like this style of handle. I believe the Surinoi Alpha Eging has this same type of handle. It's just really ergonomical. I prefer if this is, you know, on an angle as opposed to going straight out. It just feels better and it's a little smoother. It's not sort of sharp or anything like that. I quite like it. And it's got a carbon fiber detail there under the reel seat and the nut Fuji reel seat. Obviously you can tell by this classic Fuji, what do you call this? Like the reel retainer, the top nut, and it has this really sleek looking carbon fiber detail on the top, and it's flat here. It's got these nice little silver rings, looks pretty sharp, and it also has a hook keeper, which I like, definitely. Epoxy work, not too much epoxy, like there's not an excess amount of epoxy, which is nice. Got some silver details there, really nice, looks really sharp. And the blank here, it's black, but it has, you know, a gloss finish over the top of it. Looks very sharp. Gold Lurestar logo there. And if we have a look here, it's got the 7.6 UL and it's got the Spurs logo there, all in gold. And if we flip it over, this is where things get a little bit interesting. 2.28 meters, so it's around about 7'6", ultralight powered, fast action, 2 to 18 grams casting weight. That's awesome. That's the biggest casting weight range I've seen on an ultralight rod from AliExpress. I know the Abu Garcia, the real Finesse eradicators, they've got huge casting weight ratings, like, you know, 2 to 22 grams or 2 to 25 grams, just absolutely crazy. And they're probably out of the sort of, well, maybe out of all the rods, but definitely the long rods, they're probably the most premium and the ones that I would love to try in the future. But they're about 450 bucks or more. But anyway, let's keep looking at the rod. Now, this section here is a lot like the Lurestar Sigma. It doesn't have a coating on it, and it actually, you can feel these kind of, the wrapping here, you can feel the ribs. If I run my finger across it, you might be able to hear it. There we go. So all the way up to there, it's got that same feel, and you can see some sort of imperfections there or something. Never really noticed that on other rods, but it's smooth, definitely. And we get to our first guide, and let's just see if it has any Fuji insignia on the guide. And it doesn't seem to have any Fuji insignia on the guide, so I'm not too sure if that's definitely a Fuji or not, but there's that. There's the spigot. All right, and the next section here, it's good. It's got the dot there, so you can, you know, line it up, which I always like. It's got that same coarse feel there throughout here. Looks very nice, high quality, love the colors, black and silver, can't go wrong with that. So there's your second, your third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth guide right at the end there. Looks very nice, and it's actually a 3-piece. Got the tip section here. Very thin tip section. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the tip. So this rod actually has 11 plus 1, 12 guides. So that's more than the Purelure Zero, the Sigma. I can't remember if the Elf has 11 or 12, but it's definitely equally as high as any other rod, if not the highest amount of guides. And the tip diameter is really thin. All right, so let's take a look at the tip diameter. That is 0.9, less than a millimeter. So yeah, this rod is pretty crazy. A super thin tip for a rod of such a long length, and a 1 to 18 grams casting weight. So yeah, we'll have to test that out. It's kind of hard to believe, and I don't know if I'd really want to be throwing 18 grams on this, but yeah, I guess we'll see. And this is the reel that I intend to put on this rod. Pretty good match, got the red handles, the red line, some, you know, red accents on the rod. So I think it's a pretty good match. This is the Purelure Silver Feather Air. Had this reel quite a long time. As you guys know, I like the reel. And I'm gonna be testing this reel hopefully tomorrow in the boat. We're gonna go and try and catch some whiting, and maybe in the next couple of weeks, drop a review video on the rod. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.